Hi guys, so we're finally doing it. We're doing the long-awaited sketchbook tour. This is the first sketchbook I have ever completed, and I actually started this sketchbook around the same time that I started actually posting videos on this channel. So back in June or July of 2022. I will put on the screen what kind of sketchbook this is because I do know it's Strathmore, I just can't remember the exact series. So I will put it on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna jump right in because I think we've all been waiting for this, at least, especially me. But you can also I just wanted to point out how well this book held up. I did beat it up pretty well, so it's traveled a few places with me. It's not in the best of shape, like the cover, you can see it's starting to fall apart. You can even see like on the inside it's getting it like on it. So it's definitely time. Thank goodness I finished it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first page is a little odd. I even put the time when I drew this because I was crazy. This was the 13th of June was when I started this sketchbook, and I did all of these at the same time. These two were basically blind contour drawings. So this was of Chandler and the one where no one is ready. And if you don't know who Chandler is, he's from a TV show called Friends, which there are people who don't know of that show, which is crazy to me, but yes. That's what he's from. I did a drawing of the little brown bag, and I think the same episode, or I might have looked up a picture, same thing, blind contour drawing. This is a drawing of Japanese actress who I can't remember the name of. I'll try to pop it on the screen if I can. I thought was really pretty. I saw her on Pinterest. And this was a tree outside the window of the home I was staying in at the time, which was my dad's condo. So kind of some more of the same things. These are all blind contour drawings. We have Niles Crane in two places actually, from Frasier, which that's another 90s sitcom if you're unfamiliar with it. My hand, and then AirPod. And then these were all, again, that different pictures of the same, drawings of different pictures of the same actress that I showed you on this page. So I really liked this one. And then I had to ruin it by trying to ink it. I don't know why I did that. The rest are not really my favorite, but definitely fun. Keep going, some more people drawings. This is the same photo that I tried to copy because I wanted to see if I could draw it again. Same actress. These two are another Japanese actor who, again, I'll pop his name up on the screen, but I really like this one. I think I did a good job personally, but we will see some improvement in this sketchbook, which I'm really happy about, but some of them, I mean, not the best. So these were both of Monica. This one kind of looks like her, but she looks terrible to me in this drawing, so who knows. I wish I had put like the episode, but I think it was a picture I looked up, so same thing, Ross and Rachel. I'm not pleased with how they turned out. I do like how like I did shading and stuff on her for this one, but probably my favorite thing on this is the duck. So this was when I was drawing in some ballpoint pen, and this was the first time I had done it in a long time, so I was definitely a little rough. Some of these are cute. I definitely like this one. I like this one. That one's kind of cute too. And I like this one. This guy just looks like a little demon, which is why I put evil laughter next to him, but it's supposed to be a corgi. I think this is a Shih Tzu. This was I think a lab puppy that was like on its back. It does have ears, but they are like underneath. It was weird how it was like underneath his head and you couldn't really see them. Doberman, I forgot what those little puff balls are called. I'll put it on the screen if I can remember, or if I look it up. I think this is a pit bull, another lab. I think it was a poodle mix, or it might be a Shih Tzu. And then this is obviously a Dalmatian wearing sunglasses that I thought was really cute. All of these were pictures I found on Pinterest to draw, so nothing interesting. Here are some more drawings of photos I found on Pinterest. Not too pleased by this one. I like kind of what I did with the skirt on this one, but I already kind of know drapery is a thing that I need to work on. Another thing I will do too is as we go through this, if I have any videos associated with the drawings, I will pop them up for you guys to go look at after the video if you're interested in something like that. I think this was part of my videos that had I forget the name of it now. It's like 5 exercises to warm up, or if you haven't drawn in a while. Again, I'll pop it up. This was one of them. It's just you put 2 dots down and you draw a straight line between the two, and then you use the ghosting method to try to actually get through the line that the 2 dots that you pick. So not anything special. This was a blind contour drawing in the same video of a glass that I had a straw in. Didn't have any water in it. This was like a shape challenge. So basically you have to draw shapes in the color pencil, or it could be highlighter. I've seen some people do highlighter or even watercolor. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go over it with marker and try to make the shapes into something. This is like a bone with meat on it, mushrooms. I thought a Yoshi Ratatouille-esque drawing, a car, which I don't even know how you would call that a car, and then the back of a woman's head. So these were gesture drawings using line of action. It was also in the same video, where basically I had 30 seconds to draw these drawings here each, and 30 seconds to do these 2, which these are 2 separate ones. I think there's 3 here, so 30 seconds each, another 30 seconds. And then this is where we start getting into longer time. So we had a minute for these 2 and these 2, which I obviously didn't finish the drawing. I am kind of speeding through these because to me they're not very interesting, but same thing. We have 1 minute here, 1 minute here, and you can see I've gotten closer to like finishing it. These were 5-minute line of action drawings, another 5-minute one, and 10-minute one, which obviously you can see I got the whole person on the page. You will see like throughout the sketchbook my lines look a little different, which is kind of cool. They start to get a little bit more confidence to them. But here we're back in 2022, August of 2022. And this was the last exercise to that video, which I don't even remember what the exercise was, to be quite honest. Oh, I think it was ballpoint pen drawings. So we have 2 sharks, some kind of bird. I don't remember what kind of bird. And then I'm assuming a weasel or something. I don't know what that is, but they're fine. Again, not my favorites. And then I think I did a draw with me for this page, which again, if I can, I will put it up on the screen. I like this one. I like how it came out. I like how this one came out too. I was also really proud of how I was like layering things, because what I would do is I would make it all one color for the most part and then start layering in the shadows. These were pictures. I think most of these. The only one I'm not sure is this one. I know for sure this is a picture I took of a deer outside the condo I was staying at the time. I'm really happy with this one. And I like this one too. This one's not bad. I think my least favorite is probably that one, but they were fun to draw. Definitely recommend taking your own photos, because if I wanted to sell this for any reason, which I won't, but if I wanted to like do a painting or something and sell it, I could do it, because I took the picture. And plus, like, you have more control over how you want your own pose to be. I mean, obviously I can't control the deer, but if you're doing like people, it's kind of nice. I also think this wasn't a draw with me. I'm not sure. Or it might be that it might have been a week in my sketchbook. I'm not entirely sure. I think I painted this. Yes, I did paint this before I painted this. Okay, so this comes later. You will notice that throughout this book, I do have some pages that are out of order, and that's just because of the way things went. But this was done in January of 2023, and this was done in August. But this is a draw with me, and I did do a video for this one. It was the first traditional draw with me that I did, and I was really proud of it because this is watercolor and color pencil on top. And I've never done color pencil on watercolor, but it's been a while since I've done anything with watercolor, and I was pretty proud of this. But yeah, it was for, I think the draw with me itself was digital. So, and usually when I do draw with me's or I see draw with me's, people typically do them digitally, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I thought it might have been a fun challenge to do this. I also remember this because this video for this drawing was the first video that really took off on my channel. I think I had like, I don't remember how many views it was. I was really happy because I think this was in August, so I think I was only posting videos consistently for maybe a month and a half to 2 months. And when I posted this, I was actually in Aruba. So I just remember like sitting there looking at the numbers go up and being really excited. But it was a fun thing to do. I really want to do something like this again. I really like how she had, it's not one big painting, but different paintings that all kind of go together, if that makes sense. Not sure, but Anyway, back to this page. This was done in January of 2023. I'll be honest, I drew everything in pencil, and then I was like, this looks very boring. So I went in with red and did certain things that were red. So her scarf in the drawing was red, and so were her lips. I did the strawberries in red. This is supposed to be a chocolate croissant, but I made the brown red. So I don't know, I think it's a cute spread. It covers what was it covers the page. This was from when I was testing out colors for this. So yeah, it's a sketchbook. What we gonna do? So then there was a gap between this, and I had gotten back from Aruba when I did this one. This was back when Olivia Newton-John actually passed away of breast cancer. So I drew her character Sandy from Greece. I was actually really proud of these drawings, especially that hand, how I did her hair, because I honestly find curls very hard to draw. So I'm really proud of how this page turned out. I also do believe this was a video, if you want to watch me draw it. You have stuff all over it. So this was drawn probably around this time, 2022, and I'll be honest, I was trying to draw a Pedro Pascal, and I was pretty much happy with how things were going, because this is ink. And then I started doing the eye here, and I was like, nope, nah, the eye should be higher. And then I gave up, which I probably shouldn't have. If I had a scrap piece of paper that I thought would be good, I probably would have put it over, but I didn't think to do that. So I just kind of left this page blank until this last month, which is when I drew these characters, which we have Bugs Bunny, it's his name, Wile E. Coyote, and then I still don't know who this bird is, but I think he's from like one of the old Disney cartoons. And there was a video for this. This page is September of 2022, which you can see a lot of gaps where I wasn't drawing in here. That's something I would like to maybe improve on. I would like to try to draw at least once a week in my sketchbook. I think that's a reasonable goal, or like at least finish a page or a spread a week. Would like it to be more often, but if that could be my minimum, I think it would be good. Very proud of this one. It was just a drawing of clothing that I wanted to do. Again, I think this is a video. House, because I actually have like very little, like I don't draw architecture that often, and I just wanted to see if I could do something complex, and I thought this came out okay. Shoes, because I also find shoes a little daunting, but these came out decent, so I was happy with them. And I think this is when Queen Elizabeth died, so I drew her and then put a little quote. Yeah, it was when she died. So I just like that quote. It has always been easy to hate and destroy, to build and to cherish is much more difficult, which I do think is true. This crown though, man, I mean, I could have done more detail. I didn't feel like it. It was rough. I still think it came out decent. I think she came out decent, so I'm happy with it. These were some exercises from the portrait sketchbooking course on Domestika. I think I did this, you can see this because I did shading, it came across, but so this is all about shading and different types of shading, portions of the head, which I don't think these are from what she drew. I think I drew these and like copied like what the proportions of the head should be. I was doing that at this time. These are some eyes I did also from that time. I was not happy with how these came out, specifically like the shading. I just thought, I don't know, it wasn't good. I thought the eyes were okay. I think this one and this one were probably the best. The other two, not too happy with. And then I put this thing here to kind of protect this drawing and these drawings from each other, which, sorry, I just noticed that I did all these drawings in November, and I think the Queen Elizabeth one was in September. So all of October of 2022, I did not draw in here, which not good, but my guess is I was probably busy. So yeah, this, I think I was proud of it at the time when I did this drawing of the girl. Now I'm like not as blown away by it, I guess. I mean, the shading's kind of interesting. The hair, I don't know, I don't like it. I do like the penguin though. I think the penguin's cute. I'm happy with the penguin. Oh, so these were thumbnails back in November, end of November, because I was preparing to do a painting for my brother for Christmas of our dog that passed. And I ended up doing a couple different options, and then I ended up going with my last one, which goes to show even like your first idea is probably not, or even your second or your third or fourth, probably not the best. So I think I might do this painting for myself, this one, because I kind of been wanting to do a new painting of her, but we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, so I ended up doing this one, and that's two videos. This is in a video, and then the painting is in a separate video, but a lot of fun. This one, I don't remember if there was a video for this one. I don't think there was, but there was a short that I made with this video, and that one did pretty well. Kind of miss doing shorts, so I probably might start doing them again eventually, just not right now. but I think this is my favorite. I really like what I did with the harsh line here. So like it's like really stark against the body. The head really stands out. I like that. These two are all right. I like this one too. And also this is part of the cover disintegrating. I can't get it off. So only downside I think to these sketchbooks, but this was another draw this in your style that I'm not too proud of. I mean, there's certain things I like and there's certain things I didn't. First of all, I don't think I do well, at least at this point, drawing people, what's the word I'm looking for, small. Like I think I should do it bigger, but it is what it is. I don't like how the background came out. That's something I still have to work on with watercolor. I couldn't get like a smooth wash no matter what I tried. And I even watched videos on how to do it and I was still having issues. So if anyone knows any good videos or courses that aren't too expensive or are even free that talk about like washes, that would be very helpful. One thing I am proud of is the layering, and I really like the skin here, and here too. And the lining is also done in ink, which again, very proud of considering I had never done ink with a brush before. So yeah, I think it's not terrible, not my favorite. I like the other one I did, the other Draw This in Your Style. And I think there's also a video for this one. Then we have some ducks. I like drawing ducks, and then I put color around them. It was boring with just them sitting there, so and I drew some stars and stuff. I like drawing ducks. I don't know, I think they're fun. This is a draw with me on my channel, these 2 pages. Also a video that did very well, which I was shocked by. I don't know why this one. I don't know if it's because like there's men. This is I think a famous Korean, so that might have helped things. I'm not very much into K-pop. I don't dislike it, it's just I don't follow it that closely, so he's probably someone. Same thing with him. And I drew this because I really resonated with it. Later realized that they're flipping you off in the car. I was actually really happy with the car too, and I like how how cartoony it looks, I guess. I don't know. I do like this. This was a highlighter, believe it or not. Same thing with these, but I think that was my favorite. This is Pedro Pascal, a more successful drawing of Pedro Pascal, and I was very nervous about drawing him. I think even in the video I said, if you know who this is, comment it down below, and I don't think I said who it was in the video, but someone did say Pedro Pascal, and I was very happy about that. And I think towards the end of this, I was just like, I don't know what to do down here, so I just doodled things. It was a lot of fun. I was happy with this, especially since it was done in ink. All right, so we're gonna have like a little gappy page again. So this was done in February of 2023, and this is actually an OC of mine, Lenora. I would really like to get into actually learning how to draw OCs and like have them be consistently looking the same, because I have so many OCs in my brain that I've written stories about. I'm one of those people that if I listen to a song, I'll like create a whole story that like might not even be what the song is about, but it fits it. And I also do role play from time to time, so Lenora is one of my characters that unfortunately I haven't really gotten to play that much because she was a roleplay character I came up with, and then she kind of morphed into having her own story, and now I consider her an OC. But that was my first attempt ever at drawing her, and she is not how I picture her now. So part of the reason I abandoned the page for so long, and I even had like notes to myself, is because I did not want to look at her. So these were all done recently, this July, but you'll see when we go to the next page, we're back in 2023. These were done, so me and 2 girls here in the area I live in run a sketchbook club, and we meet up once a month. It's still very small. It's just a Facebook group, and then it's also on Instagram called Gulf Coast Sketchbook Club. So if you're in like the Tampa Bay area, we do meet here, and I'll put some information down below if you're interested. But I was drawing, these are all from the Morpho book. I was just feeling a little rusty that day, didn't really know what to draw, so I drew these, and I was quite happy with them, especially this one. Really happy with her and how she turned out. Going here, back here again, sorry, I know I'm like jumping around the place. These were done in 2 videos ago. Still pretty proud of them. I definitely have seen like my line work has improved significantly, and I wasn't even working on it that much. So, I mean, I'll explain a bit more because I have some stuff as we go that shows when I started practicing. Shout out to my dad who's been helping me with that, because I don't know, I think it's gotten a lot better. This was another draw with me, which done over, it looks like 2 days. And I'm actually really proud of these eyes. I think I drew them from, I remember, I say it in the video too. These were a drawing of an eyes that I copied the style of. I drew a drawing of the eyes because I thought the style was really cool and I wanted to like see if I could mimic it. Here, her hair was beautiful but so complicated, and I wanted to try to see if I could angle it a little bit and see if that like kind of helped me the hairstyle. It's definitely just a silhouette now, but if I can find that photo, I would love to do her hair even digitally. I think it'd be like, she had really cool, I think they were like, I think it was afro, I don't know, but it would be nice. That was fun to draw, not too happy about it. Pretty proud of that one. Definitely proud of the eyes. The flowers are okay. He's okay too. I don't mind him. I'm just kind of about this spread, but definitely was fun when I was doing it, and I think that's important too. So this is one of the pages that I definitely could have filled in a bit more, but I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like going back and doing it. And it's funny to me because there's a huge difference in time, a whole month. There are times like I was not in this sketchbook, period. This was of a girl I saw on Pinterest. I'm pretty proud of how she came out. The only thing I did say was the face needs to be longer and the top lip needs to be thicker. So I put that as a note to myself, I guess. These were in a video, these two fish, which I really like drawing them. I would like to paint them one day, not the specific photos, but I just think they're pretty, especially like colors. If you ever, it's a type of goldfish I don't remember the name of. If you've ever seen these, they are gorgeous, very vibrant, usually in color. So I think painting them would be a lot of fun. And this is all Totoro, which I think I did this on a live stream here on YouTube, which again, I would like to start doing live streams again. I just really have to get into, I think they won't come up again until the fall because I have some things going on. This was so much fun, especially like looking back at this now, because this is the first time I'd seen My Neighbor Totoro. They were having it in theaters by me, and I went with my cousin because she was visiting at the time. And it was such a cute, feel-good movie. I was so happy afterwards. I don't know. Like, I really like this movie. And recently I got the DVD. I actually showed it to my siblings, my baby siblings. So they didn't get to watch the whole thing. We watched some of it and they were definitely enjoying it. So I'm happy to introduce them to this one. And I think maybe Ponyo within the next year. They're still relatively young, so I had to wait a bit to show them this one. But I was a little nervous that they were gonna get scared in certain parts. But I think they enjoyed it. I really like that. And I like the cat bus and these. I'm not too happy with how I drew Totoro, honestly. I like the other Totoros. I believe this was another sketchbook draw with me video. This was done in pencil and then I overdid it with ink and I didn't feel like drawing hands, so I didn't. And I wish I drew her bigger, to be quite honest. She's okay. This is actually a copy, not a copy, like I copied by drawing. What do they call them? like a sewing pattern, a vintage sewing pattern. So she was on the cover of it. So it's for this dress. Really like the dress. Really thought she looked pretty. This is a little awkward, but this is actually how it looked in the drawing they did. So like this one too, a little weird, but I think I was just like, I was really interested in drawing the dress, not so much the person. Same thing with her, so who knows. This was back in 2023 when I wanted to do mermaid. Never ended up doing it, but I would love to revisit some of these ideas because I think some of them are pretty cool. And I wanted to try to make her, which I wasn't that successful. I wanted to make her not the typical, very thin, skinny, athletic looking mermaid. I wanted to make her have a little punch to her. I think this was the one I was gonna try to go with. I really like how I did her face. Everything else I'm not too much of a fan of. Again, I think I was working on this in a live stream. Yeah, never ended up going with this. I didn't put dates on these. Well, I'll go back and look at the live stream, maybe or even my own footage and see. I would like to revisit this. Same thing here. I had a really neat idea for the story and I want to revisit again, where basically there's this guy who's cursed to be a statue. I haven't decided what the place is, but it becomes overgrown and there's a garden there, and maybe like it's the waterways in this place are somehow connected to the ocean, or I don't know, but eventually it becomes overrun by mermaids, or maybe just this mermaid, and something possesses her to kiss a statue. He comes back from being a statue to being human. I just thought it was a cool, neat idea, and then I was gonna do a bunch of really pretty ruin-esque architecture with overgrown stuff, but I think I wasn't confident in it, and therefore that's why the idea was dropped. I was picturing in the style, I don't know if you know Maxine V or any of those, her art. I love her paintings because I think they really tell a nice story, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with this, but I honestly just don't feel like I have the skill to do it. What I have in my brain, I don't think I can execute it in the way that I want. Again, I would like to revisit it because I think even if it doesn't come out the same, I can always revisit it again and make it the way I want once I've like gotten better. This was, I think, also in a draw with me. Just did some rays, mana rays, nothing special. Yeah, I also think this was part of it. And then I have, this is a capybara, bombastic side eye, and then toucan, frog with a little flower hat. And this was when I stopped drawing, 29th of May. This is the last time I drew in the sketchbook until February of 2024. And that was because I moved. And then by the time I got settled in here, work had really ramped up with me having to travel to New Jersey a lot. And then the holidays happened. And then finally, like, my father actually got back into art, so that he was having me come and draw with him. And one thing I started working on, as I kind of mentioned earlier, was my line, because I would always do that, like, I don't know how to do it without like actually doing it. Kind of like chicken scratch. I don't know how else to describe it. And one thing I want to get better at, and that he thought I could improve upon as well, is how I do my lines. They have to be more confident, I think. And I do see that improvement between this and if you look here, which then again, I wasn't really timed with this. My dad basically said, you know, draw the same drawing, because he would give me black and white drawings that masters had done. And I was told to basically draw what I saw and draw the same drawing over and over again. So this was attempt 1. Attempt 2, I really elongated her torso, but I'm really happy about how down here came out. Here I did her again, which I think this one's decent. This was attempt 1, attempt 2 of the same drawing, which I think I got more of the pose in this one. That wasn't the focus of the exercise. The exercise was really trying to make sure my lines didn't come like chicken scratch. This is actually a drawing of the same drawing. I just didn't do her face on this one because I was really focused on her body, and then here I did her face, which I'm really happy with this one. I really like this one, and I think her body came out decent here, but I really like this drawing. I think did a pretty good job. That was one guy I did. It's decent. Here's some drawings of my friend's dog, Stan, which her and I are working on a little project together. We'll talk more about it as things progress. It's kind of been tabled for a little bit just because I'm working on another project that I'm hoping will be done at the end of this month. But yeah, this is Stan. He's really cute. It was fun drawing him. I think I really like this style because I really think I got into the simplification of how I want to draw him. So I think that's good. Here's our chicken page, which that's in a video. Is actually my first video back after my break, which I wanted something easy, and I was in the mood to draw chickens, so that's what it came. These are actually 3 different photos. So this was all a photo, this is a photo, and this is a photo. Actually, no, sorry, this is a photo, this is a photo, this is a photo, and this is a photo that I drew from. So there's 4 here. This was from 2 videos ago. I did a full page of Morpho heads. Looking at them now, I don't mind them. I don't hate them. The only one I hate really is this one, and maybe this one. But the other ones I kind of like. I think I did decent. I mean, if I look at the page, they're not exact the same, obviously, but I think what I really wanted to capture was the different features that you typically see with different ethnicities, and I think I was successful because I do want to start learning, you know, being a woman who grew up in a house that's predominantly white and in a neighborhood that's predominantly white. Although we did have a good Indian population, I would say. Indian and different Asian population. I do want to explore that. It takes time. Also 2 videos ago, this is probably my favorite drawing in this whole sketchbook. Really happy with how it turned out. If you want to hear kind of what inspired me and stuff, I would advise go watching that video after this one. You can see me draw it in real time with some cutting, because I didn't want to bore you guys with the gaps of me just staring at it. But yeah, did some cats to fill this page because I think after drawing the heads and then this one, I didn't really know what to do with this because these 3 pages were all done in one day. And then here's our last one, which I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I like how I colored it. I think the coloring, especially on Daphne, is really nice. I like the coloring I did here and on him, but I don't like how I drew them because I wanted to try to draw them in my, not really, I wouldn't call it my style, but like a different style. Daphne's face came out okay. Hers, when I drew it, I didn't like it, but then when I colored it, I think I saved it. I think I ruined his face. Hers is okay. Scooby doesn't even look like Scooby to me. Shaggy looks okay, but I don't like how much eyeliner I gave Fred. I probably should have gone with like a light brown, but I found that the pink really just faded once I colored, so that's why I went in with the black, but I think I should have done maybe like a brown. I'm really happy with it being my last page. I think considering the whole book there wasn't anything really colorful. That is kind of my goal for the next sketchbook, or one of my goals. I'll probably get into that more when I actually do the first page of that sketchbook because I'll film it, but this is the last page. So we started, I think, July 2022 and finished August 2024, so just a little over a year, or sorry, just a little over 2 years. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. This is my first sketchbook tour, which is really awesome. I hope to do more sketchbook tours, so can't wait to really dive into my next sketchbook, which I'm hoping to probably within the next week or so. Next week of me filming this, not next week of you guys seeing this. So give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a great week, guys. Bye.